pay per throw is an incentive to recycle.
Yeah.
I think, Mike, yours, you'd like to know about doubling, that's not a recycle issue per se.
Yeah, maybe just strike off the first part of the sentence.
My problem is that I think that I'm pretty much up there with most people that are serious about recycling.
Yeah.
I recycle all of our newspapers, all of our cardboard, all of our bottles, except the ones that they keep giving back to me.
Yeah. Yeah. With the two that they keep giving back.
And they're considering it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to pay on top of that.
Yeah.
That's right.
So then you lose all your incentive.
That's exactly right.
It just,
I'm worried about the question because
Well, if you strike
paper
off,
throw is 27 cents a bag, people will love it. If it's $4.50 a bag, people will hate it, but we don't know what that is.
I won't love it. I mean, I have a trash compactor, I get a nice little thing like this, and now all of a sudden I've got to put it in this stupid thing. I can't even get it in here. How can I get it in here? I can't do that.
Where I'm going is, get rid of the question.
I hate paper throw.
Okay. Anybody else want to get rid of the questions?
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna do their own survey anyway.
Yeah, the town council's gonna,
Yeah.
there's gonna be blood in the streets on this.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
How do I know all this?
50 cents a bag.
I might have to
Well,
buy a
everybody-
third camera for that meeting.
With the diversity.
53, were you asking a question?
I didn't really
You know you're right.
send any.
Well,
I'm sorry, which question?
53.
53.
You know what, I
Oh, yeah.
said I thought there were
Energy
gonna be more
question.
energy related questions, but I didn't send any, so
Okay,
that's on
all
me.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
The high mail gets pounded down.
So we're on the profile. Any questions about the profile? We asked specifically about the age, we made it a range rather than specific. I combined some of the salaries, lowered the top number, just greater than 300,000. That's it.
I would like to ask her a question. It has to do with paper throw.
You wanna add that back?
Do we know the answer?
Yeah, I think put it in there. Do you use the transfer station?
Oh,
but they know that.
We know
But they
that.
know that already.
1,100 people.
They know the numbers.
Yeah.
1,100.
What percent is like it's,
40%?
I was gonna say
Nobody is to know is to see
37%.
who gets curbside
Plus
pickup and who
the-
also gets curbside.
A lot
That
of
would
people
be a
do
good
go
question.
check
How many
all
have
that.
two? That'd be a
There
good
must be
question.
a lot of
How many
people
have
there
both?
are.
I know Barbara has,
I would be a good question, how many have both?
and I think there's other people.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I don't think we know. We'd
How many have both?
We'd have to check with Island Rubbish to determine how many, the people that have the sticker
So
as
then if we
well.
ask the question, if they answer,
Both, you know,
yeah.
Yeah.
Curbside,
Right.
transfer both.
yeah. That would be
What are we
good,
gonna do with
good
that?
info.
I don't know what to do with those.
Well, you're being nosy.
You just want to find out who wants to add one back, yeah.
Okay.
Do you?
I actually did have a-
I don't know what we're gonna do with that.
I did have a question.
I think it's a good profile question.
Which,
Whether you have curbside pickup, transportation sticker, or both.
yeah, no, that's fine. And I actually did have a question, not one I want to submit, but we talked about, are we done with this? I don't know.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, I was back at 53.
Okay.
We talked about,
I'm sorry, think about this.
we talked about, I have thought about it, but I haven't seen that, it's visual and mental with me, the red, I'm missing some of these when I was reading. It's my own problem. We talked about residential residential scale wind generators, and I don't know, it may open up a can of worms, but where did we talk about the town's stand on wind energy in here? Or did we? Do we want to ask that?
Well, we
This is not a town wind generator, it's a residential scale wind generator
Right.
question.
But we asked about, on the Fort Getty
No,
question.
because the decision's already
You
been
did
made.
ask about it on the.
We asked, on the
Oh, we
Fort
asked
Getty
about,
question.
yeah, at the
Fort
Fort
Getty.
Getty. As a revenue generator, do you support, yeah.
Is there,
But only Fort Getty, that's
Only
all.
Fort Getty.
right. Would there be a more general question about how do you feel about rooftop investment in wind energy?
We'll find out on the referendum.
Yeah, I think we're beyond that already.
I think the question's already, well, been happening, so it's,
The, Lisa, can I ask a question? Zoning approved a rooftop windmill in the village. They gave them a variance for
oh,
40 feet.
EPI, uh-huh.
Yeah, do we have any ordinance in town regarding rooftop?
No, that's what we mean by residential scale wind generators.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, we do not.
and did you say there was a question here? I didn't read the whole
Yes.
thing. There is.
Do you support residential scale wind generators in your neighborhood?
Which includes rooftop.
Great, thank you.
But- But there's more, now, in our zoning use code, under wind generators, it's
You're right, we do.
special
we do
use
have it.
permit in all zones, right?
Right,
In all
It's not variance, it's special use permit.
right.
Maybe that's
But
what
we
he
don't-
went
we
for.
don't
I don't know if he
specify,
went for
yeah.
well, he went for a height variance,
Yeah.
not a special use permit.
They sure it wasn't a special use?
No, I'm not sure. It could have been
The
both.
newspaper said it was a height.
Height, yeah, that's,
And
the presentation
when they-
was height.
When they reported on the zoning committee, I just happened to read the article, it said height variance, it didn't say special use permit.
Yeah, some of the rooftop mounts are pretty small.
Yeah,
Right.
and they're horizontal, a lot
Yeah.
of design.
But I think that building came pretty close to the height restriction anyway, so they.
It's
Exactly.
31
so if they-
feet, and they
so
went
if
to
they put
41.
something on top of it, they exceeded, that's why they needed the variance.
Thank you.
Well, it falls into tower, right, which is a roof structure, which can exceed the height of the original, I thought. Like if you have a
Must not have meant
mechanical
that.
penthouse,
Yeah,
for example,
a mechanical what?
a mechanical penthouse, normally if it's within a certain size range, it can exceed the height restriction of the building.
It's a mechanical penthouse.
A surround for a cooling tower or something.
Oh, okay.
From the can-
So if it's less, usually the rule of thumb that's in most zoning codes is if it's less than a third of the area of the roof, then it can exceed by some formula depending on your vision cone from the street, you know. You
Yeah.
look up at
Ours-
the parapet, you don't see it, so it's okay.
Ours just says it exempts a few things,
Yeah.
like chimneys and spires and
Elevators?
elevator shafts.
Yeah, well, that's
What about aerials,
a machine
like,
room, usually.
like for
Radio antennas
radio
and those kinds of
antennas?
things.
Is that excluded as well?
It's in the use code, I don't know what it says about it, yeah,
But there's usually a height limit on those,
Yeah.
somewhere.
yeah.
I don't know if there is in ours, but.
No, they need to go for variance generally. Because all the cell towers that came in needed a variance.
Oh, yeah.
59, I think I asked the last time if you wanted to ask a question about people away in college or away in the military. Did you think, did you decide that that was useful to you or not? I only ask that because we ask how many people in the household, and some people will count people who are away at college in the military and some won't.
I think it was more of a school question. Like a, because we only ask elementary and secondary, well.
I guess the age groups of the people in the house, though.